Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry I'm a few minutes late getting to live, but here I am. I hope you are here. I hope you'll join me. Yes. With not much to do sitting here in the house, I lost track of time. My grandchildren, house, whatever, busy place. Okay, let's begin. Feet joined together. Allow yourself to rise. Feel the ball joints grounded. Feel the toes separating and pushing down. Feel the thighs rolling in. Standing gently straight. Keep allowing yourself to feel grounded in your feet as you keep trying to rise taller and taller in your pose. Inhaling, allow the arms to gently come up. Exhaling the arms back down. Just a soft movement. Let's stay a little firmer in your body now. Stronger. Feel everything pulling in. Becoming more confident in yourself to keep everything turned on. Toes pressing down flat. All joints pressing down. Can you feel the arches of your soles lifting? Exhaling down. Inhaling one more time. Let's look up to the fingers. Gently look up. Let yourself go far, way up there. Reach. Feel your heart lifting. Feel your toes pressing further. Can you feel your belly stretching? Can you feel your tail gently drawing? Nice and centered. Can you notice how the back starts to round and the tail starts to arch upward in the back? So from the back, pull the tail and lift your heart. Feel yourself unwinding. Breathing. Into a forward bend, gently melting down, softly. Keep activating into the feet. Keep activating the back of the thighs. Feeling gently and constantly a soft tension. Lengthen the body down. Tuck your chin to your throat. Feel your fingers. Pushing away from the floor. Roll the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Feel that release. Feel the shoulders rolling back as we lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips more forward. Lift your heart more. Feel everything lifting higher. Try to keep your chin into your throat as you keep lifting up higher. Into a forward bend, gently melting down. Relaxing, releasing your tension. Soften through the knees. Push your knees as forward as you can. Push your hips down as far as you can. Lift the arms to the ears. Try to keep your hips low as we begin to lift the body away from the thighs. Breathing, sinking even further. Pushing away from the floor. Rise up to the sky. Let's lean over to that right side. Gently reach. Inhaling, coming back up. Let's exhale over to that left side. Softly stretch. Inhale, come back up into a forward bend. Gently sink down. Melting. Keep your fingers on the floor. Keep your fingers on the block. Keep your arms on your thighs, whatever's comfortable. Try to keep your head pulling in without lifting your heels softly, but intentionally push your ball joints down. Feel those feet working, becoming stronger in the calves. Feel them stretching further. Feel them working closer so that you feel, can you see my feet? You feel the feet actually pulling into the floor, into that middle. Work that. Work your belly so that you're pulling back those hips and the body's resting. Gently, softly. Pushing away from the floor, roll the spine upward. Inhale. Draw that belly deeper. Feel that spine rounding. Sweep the arms as you roll your shoulders back with your heart. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, relax. Gently, let's move slowly. Warrior one pose. Soft step back, nice and long. How far can you go in your warrior tonight? Let yourself open up a little further tonight. Feel yourself grounding your heels, the blades, big toe inner heel, all 10 ball joints. Arches lifting, knee staying in place. Now feel all that energy right in here. Releasing yourself. Arm. This is soft. All soft. Left hand. Down, palm, right palm up. Can you sink down? Now if you do sink, watch this knee. If you sink down and the knee begins to travel forward, careful. You want to stay on top of your heel. So travel back with your foot, but maintain your integrity of your posture. Keep focusing as well as on lifting upward. Don't forget the blades have to stay on the floor. Imagine the feet pulling toward each other just a little bit as we're sinking down more. Can you go further? It's warrior one, right? Warrior two. Warrior one, let's lift up from here. Pivot. Just be careful. Be careful what your pivot is going to let you go. Remember, we want to stay on top. If you need to shorten your stance. But the heel goes further, not the toes. The heel goes further. Easy. Can you feel how your hips lean back and the top hip leans in so your back arches? It's kind of like you're trying to rest your belly on your thigh. Think about it. Feel it. Is it pinching right there? So engage. Try. You might have to go a little higher, a little closer with your feet, but here's where we want to go. Straight. And only to what you can. Pivoting, keeping it straight, and pivoting. Arms up. The heart lifting upward. Soft everything. Triangle. I'm already there. So gently reach. Remember, in the beginning, the body turns in so that you can actually think about what you're doing and you want to try to touch your ankle. And that's fine. But don't use your shoulder to think you're turning. Imagine yourself in your rib cage. Both sides of your ribs are just rotating. Right? If you touch the middle of your rib, can you do that? While holding your balance. And then extend your arms away. Yeah. Try to get that hip to come up. Feel yourself stretching outward. Just what you can. Carefully not to put pressure on your leg. Hold your body. Imagine your body reaching. You can. Reaching. But in order for that to happen, you have to push those hips without locking your knee. Time. Take your time. It'll happen. Sinking down, recline your warrior. Right hand down the thigh. Left hand turns. Now reach. Pushing the hip. Try to stay on your side, flat. Not turning in. Flat. Here. The head not pinching in any direction, but just turning the chin to the shoulder. Think of that. Look at your middle, the middle of your elbow, and then soften back. Come back up and relax. Let's pivot to the other side. Careful. Find your distance. We're going to warrior 2, long legs, to warrior 1. Remember? You just did that. Feel that stretch in your head. Just what you can. It's okay to stay up here. It's okay to keep the heel in front of the knee. It's not okay to keep the knee in front of the heel, because then the fulcrum of the weight is in the knee. And that's when you go, ow, unless you're strong in your toes, which will work out. That's a different thing altogether. When you're doing an extended warrior, that's where we want to go. But right now, we're just doing softer things. 2. Reach. Can you feel it stretching? Can you feel it lifting under the collarbone? Oh, that feels so good. For warrior 1, notice how we pivot the hip in, working it around, different angle, pushing, reaching, here. Every exhale. And if this is pulling, you're able to lift forward. Think of that tail coming straight down, working at it. Just working at it. Breathing. Triangle. Soften through. Let the breath stay in your head. Look at me just a couple of times in each pose. Just a couple. Feel yourself. Stay inside your head. Really feel where you are with your second and third toes lining up to the heel, heel to heel, knee in line to the second and third toe. Hips on that right leg in line to the heel. Right? Breathe. Shoulders, hands, everything lined up. Extending the hips more so we could extend the body further. Inhale, come back up. High. Reach into the sky, pivot your heel to the toes to the front, and gently melt your hands to your heart. Try to keep your back flat. Soften your knees just a little bit. Keep lifting up the back of the thighs so that the hips themselves are bending. Gently, halfway down. Bend your knees for your comfort and stay. Use blocks if you need to, but try to stay Soften your shoulder blades back, soften your ears to your shoulders and stay. Can you come flat? Breathe. Soften one hand to the floor, push down into it. Get your back flat, your spine, to try to come down to that shoulder. When you stay here with your body, bring your hand back up, bring the other hand down. It should just be flat to the floor in the middle of you. Breathe. Loud. Gently come back up. Soften both hands down. Now, reaching your hands forward, try not to let your hips travel forward of your heels, but reach your hands forward and look at your fingertips. Go a little wider than your shoulders and try to flatten your head between your shoulders. Breathe in. Try to lift up the back of the thighs. Wherever the body lets us go is good. If you find that your elbows are bending, extend them further. Make them stay straight. Pull the shoulder blades back. Gently come back. Now keep your hands under your shoulders. Gently and softly lift your heels, bring them in and bring them down. Lift your toes, bring them in and bring them down. Continue until your heels touch, your knees touch, maybe just to where you're comfortable for your balance, maybe shoulders width apart. Try to line up your second and third toe to your heel. Breathe. Feel the big toes, the inner heels working more. Feel the belly pulling the body down a little further. Breathe. Soften the knees forward. Feel your big toes working, your inner heels working. Extend your arms. Draw the belly in and lift your spine. Again to that chair pose. Find your way. Breathe. Soften. Bring your hands back down. And roll the spine back up. All the way up. Extend up to the sky, way up high. Reaching. Crescent moon to the right. Keep your hands shoulders width. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Softly out to the right side. Gently extend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale out to the other side. Inhale, come back up. And softly come back down. Let's go down to the floor, hands and knees. Into tabletop. That felt so good on the body. So let's work on stretching the back muscles, the back, shoulders, the shoulder blades, all of those muscles in the back of the arms, the armpits, the chest. Keep your hips on top of your knees. Keep your knees hip width apart. Keep your feet pressing into the floor gently. Flatten those ankles the best that you can. Keep pulling the belly into the pelvis, pulling to stay on top of the knees as we lengthen the arms. How far can you go? Now, gently turn one forearm, palm up to the floor, as wide as your shoulder and even with your hand. Do the same thing on the other side. Breathe. Pulling your hips back now, just what the body will let you. Don't let your elbows move. Don't let your elbows move. Don't let your hands move. So turn your hands back down, trying to flatten out your wrist. Anchor those arms where you can. Soften your spine and begin the descent of your hips. Feel it constantly pulling away from the spine to release the spine. Melt the shoulders, melt the neck, melt the shoulder blades. Feel yourself melting toward the floor with your head. Feel your neck relaxing. And gently come back up. Softly. Oh, that felt so good. What a stretch for that back. Oh, we need to stretch a little bit more now. Oh, that feels so good. I can do that again. So allow yourself to stretch more. Let's sit down. Let's use your legs to stretch your arms a little further. Sitting comfortably. Allow your arms to come inside. Your knees are bent. Your feet are going to be relaxed. The heels are going to push the legs straight. Pushing with the heels. You're going to hold onto the toes. Let yourself get there. If this is too much for your body, you got a belt or two? Put your feet, hold onto the belt strap. Can you pushing evenly? You can. Once you can't go any further, try to lift your body up tall. If you have your feet, pushing one foot at a time so you can extend yourself as straight as your body allows you to go. Just where you can. That's good. Stay relaxed. Try to focus on making your legs the best that you can, as straight as you can. Working at it. That's the focus. That's the work. Work at it. Work at staying. Work at breathing through the nose. Work on drawing that belly so that body becomes longer. The longer you allow your body to become, the more you'll be able to lengthen. The more you can lengthen, the more muscles are going to activate in the stretch. The more the muscles activate in the stretch, the more energy you're going to burn. Now, what happens when you start burning energy? You become warm, you break a sweat, you burn calories, right? It's that whole thing. So you're working on reducing your body fat already, because you're burning calories. You're setting your focus so that your mind is in the present moment. You're in here, right now. So stay there. Push the heels away what you can. If your body's soft enough, relax your shoulders as much as you can. Relax those arms as much as you can. Maybe you could go further. Doesn't matter how far you go. It's whatever your body lets you go. Really doesn't matter. It's your focus. How far can you focus? Now, can you send your mind to think about the muscles down in here? To pull upward. Feel it. It's in the belly as well, right? Everything is working. Knees bent a little bit. Don't worry about it. Eventually, I don't want the knees to bend. You won't want them to bend either, I promise. But whatever inclusion and just the lessons, nothing Nothing hard. Just breathe. Relax. Even in your eyes, even in here, can you soften and smile to yourself and let you know it's okay? Let yourself know everything's going to be okay. Positive energy is much stronger than anything, right? So the more positive energy we all connect each other with out here, it's going to help in the healing process as well. If the world heal itself, I think this might not be such a bad thing. Inhale, sweep your arms right to the sky. Exhale, soften and fold your body down. The world is alive and we treat it like it's our playground. It is our playground, but we don't treat it nice, do we? Keep trying, don't stop. Keep breathing, keep focusing. Are you trying to lengthen the crown? Are you trying to get the ears, the neck, shoulders to melt so that your whole body becomes flatter as we're trying to melt down? Right? Think of the crown lifting, pulling everything. Inhale, come back up. So let's keep that right leg, bring that left leg up and pull it over to the side. That feels so good. Push that left heel away. Breathe. So I'm going to face away from you. No, better yet, you stay, don't move. Okay. Can you see me? Took my glasses off. Don't know where I put them. Not far, I'm sure. Breathe and lift. Feel yourself. Engage. Get ready to reach. Push that heel away. That right heel. Rotate that shoulder blade. Lift up your heart. Feel it. Just what's comfortable. Make yourself flat. Flatten yourself out. The best that your body lets you. Adjusting. We want to eventually get the arm even with the middle of your body. So rotating the shoulders more, right? Keep lifting the heart. Keep lifting the chest. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Imagine that left heel pulling in, engaging that in the thigh, calf a little bit. Right? Feel that heel pushing away. Can you feel the hips lifting taller? Breathing. Hand holds. Help turn a little bit more. Breathing. Don't use just your arm. Use your body. Can you push your left heel far enough away and lift it off the floor? Breathing. And relax. And release. And swallow. Take a deep breath. Let's swing to the other side. So guys, I don't know if you know it, if you can see it, I'm not sure. I posted it. That's why I'm late. I was posting at 8 o'clock. After this live, I'm going to do another 20-minute live arm balancing. So I'm going to turn this off. And then just on YouTube, guys, on Facebook. Just on YouTube. So come visit me on YouTube. All right, let's see if we can build that up a little bit as well. Please, I would appreciate that. If you want to, just check it out. Not that you have to do arm balancing, of course. It'll be fun, just a little fun. You can see me practice a little. Okay? All right, breathe. Some people get nervous by the word arm balancing. It's really, anybody can balance on your arm. Doesn't mean you're gonna do bird, pigeon, not pigeon, excuse me, crow. crane, firefly, dragonfly. Just throwing out some of the names of the poses that we do. And now we're balancing, breathing. Oh, that feels so good. Get that body to work. Lift yourself. Feel that spine. Notice how one side is much tighter than the other, right? So my right side is always tighter because I'm righty. So all the muscles are more stronger, and so they become denser, and there's a lot more to pull around. So sometimes I pull a little bit further and stronger pull so that it allows the chest to open. And then I relax into it, right? And then you let it melt. Push that heel away. Lift. Feel it. Lifting your heart. And relax. And release. And soften. Shake it out. Shake it out. Adjust yourself. One of my favorite, I say that all the time and give my constant words of one of my favorite poses. I like them all. I really do. They all have their benefits. Whether it's stimulating organs for digestion, increasing liver function, bladder, spleen, digestive. Okay. Even pulmonary, cardio, tension. It's just so good. One of my favorite sayings, my motto. Life happens and yoga fixes it. I've been saying that for many years. And just so many good things about yoga. Notice I'm just rubbing my legs, massaging them, trying to relax the muscles a little bit more. Which is not hard, just letting myself. And my legs are separated. So I'm preparing myself for tortoise, turtle, tortoise. About the width of your hand should be able to fit in that space. Your knees comfortable. Imagine your shoulders collapsing to each other in front of you, your head collapsing. You're going to round like the shell of a turtle. Right? Everything's in. Your head's pulling inside the shell. Shoulders are pulling into the shell. Elbows are tucking in, belly's drawing in, making yourself smaller to the floor. Allow the hands to become your legs, your feet, your front, actually your back legs. You're going to start with them behind your feet, underneath your ankles, outside to the corners. If you allow yourself, maybe your elbows can touch the floor. Relaxing here for now. Relaxing. Allow your hips to get wider. Allow them to stretch. Try thinking about, just a thought, engaging your legs to lift. Imagine your knee pulling upward, way up, to try to come on top of that shoulder neck area here. Doesn't mean you're going to do that today. Doesn't mean you're going to move today. It's just a thought of doing. That's all. For now, we're just relaxing. And if we can stretch our heart toward the heel just a little bit and relax your crown toward the floor, elbows come down. Maybe your arms could stretch out a little further. Maybe not. Maybe you could lift your thighs up onto your arms a little higher. Maybe not. whatever. So maybe you just relax a little more. Breathe. Did you hear that? That was my granddaughter trying to come in. Poor baby. Oh, I feel bad. My mommy got a word hold of her. It's hard sharing time. I feel terrible. All right, come back to earth. Gently come back up, relax, release, and extend your legs all the way out. Allow your arms back. Allow them to stretch back as if you were on the beach, reclining back. Try to get the top of the hip to pull back a little further. Pull the belly in. Point your toes. Try to get your shoulders to soften forward and back. Gently, not hard. Feel that. Feel how that feels. Notice how high your shoulders are towards your jaw, your ear lobes. Lift yourself away from them and continue to do that. Try not to bend your elbows. Just feel your body. Try to do that. Really try. So that none of your fingers, none of the knuckles, none of the joints from your hands are off the floor. Everything is flat. It's a lot to think about while you're breathing. Soften. Lifting your body, not with your hands, the hands are going to come up. Lifting your body. Lift your arms all the way up to the sky. Reach and try to come forward with your hips on top of the tail. Shift the back of the thighs. Reach a little higher. Push the heels. Reach. Breathe. Flatten your back by lifting your heart. Keep it flat as you reach down. Just one arm is going to grab. Can you do it? Can you grab the big toe? Breathing. Now exhale the heel up to the sky. Reaching your body way up high. Can you breathe nice and straight? Can you soften your heel higher so your shoulder blade could pull back to straight? Breathe. Carefully extend your arm out to the side as you bring your heel out to the side. Now think about it. Watch my foot. Notice how it's pivoting out to the side. Don't do that. Try to keep your leg up and you're pivoting on your hip bone. Breathe. Come back into the center and gently bring your leg down. Inhale up high. Exhale, come down. Nice and flat in your chest. Grab your toe. Reach up to the sky. Way up high. Pivot on that hip joint. Pivot. Keep that leg straight. Keep your body straight. Just what you can. Breathe. Come back in. Reach. And gently bring your leg down. Shake it out. Oh, that feels so good. Little twist. Let yourself lift away from your hips. As you're turning, lift away from your hips. Let the hip lift. It's okay. One more time to the other side. Lift away from your hips. Oh, that feels so good. Swing your legs around to the back. Let's do a little bit more work. I'm looking forward for my next 20 minutes after this class. I hope you join me. I haven't done a headstand in a long time. I need to do a headstand. I want to share my time with you. I hope you want to. Let the hips shift. Feel them releasing that tension right here in that lower back. Let them. Feel it. How far down can you roll? Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's go to a downward dog. Okay. Pyramid. We're going to do pyramid today. Tonight is pyramid. So start for a downward dog. Wide hands. Remember, please remember it's important to get those hands down to the floor, working into the 3 fingers, thumb, index, and middle, pushing into the middle of the floor so that you don't hurt your wrists. And that'll help strengthen your hands and muscles in your forearms. And it's a wonderful thing. And just keep focusing on that. Shoulders on top. Heels are as long as a plank. And we gently lift the hips way back. Keep pushing with your hands the body back, but keep lifting the back of the thighs up, pulling the hips away from the ribs. Keep pulling with your big toes and your heels down into the floor, lifting the back of the thighs. Keep your ears and your arms in the same line. Soften those shoulders back. Okay, ready? Press down into your left foot. Inhale, right leg up on its side. Reach as far as you can. Lifting up in your heel, rolling your spine forward. Pull your knee up to your chest as we step all the way up. Get that heel under your knee. Breathe. Lift your hips. How far can you go? Do you need blocks? Blocks, whatever. Feel good. Push. Now, my heel is up in the back. So I want my heel on the floor. The only way to go is forward with my leg, keeping my legs as straight as I can. My hips as square as I can. My body as soft as I can. Lengthening downward as far as I can. Relaxing. Inhale, soften your knee. Join your legs behind you for a downward dog. Exhale, the heels to the floor. Widen your shoulder blades back toward each other. The shoulders are widening, shoulders away from the ears. Elbows extending. Ears and arms in the same plane. Left leg inhales up to the sky, reaching way up high. Lifting up on your heel, rolling your spine forward. Knee comes to the chest, stepping forward. Nice and long. Extend the hips up high. Now try to get your heel to the floor. Now, not just to the floor. Try to get it straight, second and third toe in line with your heel, as in the front. Keep your hips squared. Back of the thighs are lifting. Belly's drawing in, the spine is extending, draping slowly, taking your time. Ears, shoulder blades all meeting to become flat. Soften. This time into a forward bend. Relaxing the body down. Gently roll the spine all the way up. Reach as high as you can. Soften your hands to your heart. Balance. Balance yourself. Balance yourself. Deep breath. Feel the heart rate slowing down. Feel the belly turning on. Make yourself strong. I'm going to try to balance into a tree pose. Beginning with your right leg, let it pivot out to the side. Notice how the body likes to also pivot. That's the hips pivoting. Try to keep that hip from moving so it's just the thigh. Try to get it out wide. Think and feel and allow yourself to feel and stay in your body. Right? Notice how the hip may be pushing out to the side. Draw it in. Lift up tall. Maybe one hip is higher. Pull it down. Control. Don't put so much pressure that you're off balance. Keep an even tension on both feet, always. Both feet should always have tension. So feel that balance of tension between your feet, whether your feet are on the floor, against each other on the floor, against each other off the floor, on the calf. Never the knee, not one bit of it, not one bit of your foot of it, touching any bit of your knee, but you can go higher. Reach it, pull it with your hand if you have to. Feel it. Feel the same even tension on both feet. So maybe the inner thigh needs to work more. Feel it. Allow yourself. Start from the floor. Feel it pulling with the toes. Feel the heel pulling toward the hamstring. Notice it's not moving. Just noticing what we can notice in our entire body. Lengthening. So shoulders are always pulling back and down. The heart is always lifting. The crown is lifting. And eventually we lift up. Eventually we feel our way around more. And more and more and more. We're focusing. And relax and release. Shake out that low foot. Put a lot of tension on that leg. Feel your breath. Feel your breath. Feel your heart rate. Feel your kindness. Feel your softness. We all need kindness. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug from me. Okay? Other side. Nice and strong. Grounding those legs. Engaging the ball joints. The heels. The tail. The glutes. The hamstrings. Pulling. Growing, right? Trees grow away from the floor. Ground. Inhale. Sweep. Find that breath. That bellowing effect. That cinching effect. That extending, growing. That knee turn when you're ready. You don't have to rush. You don't have to lift. You can just follow the floor. Right, whatever you're comfortable, so that you can eventually balance off the floor. And eventually it's soft enough because the legs become strong enough. So then it's a way of life. So there's work to get strong enough. Sometimes the legs aren't strong enough. Are you pulling? Are you focusing on your balance? On the 360 degrees of the body that you're in? You can even bloom. relax. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Let's make our way down to the floor. I'm going to use my blanket to rest and sit on. Oh, that's comfortable. Let your legs cross. It's a nice, comfortable, easy pose. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Whatever feels good to you. Just be comfortable. Focusing on the present moment where we are, in through the breathing. Focusing on making ourselves a little bit lighter in our body. Lighten up. Lighten. Your hands can rest on your thighs. Let the elbows bend though and bring your elbows to the sides of your ribs while softening the shoulders back and down. Chin to the throat, ears to the shoulders. Breathe. You can turn your palms up if you like. You can join your thumb, index, fingers together. You can include the middle finger if you like. Just stay relaxed. Breathe. Feel that connection within yourself. Honoring yourself with every breath. Sending love, peace, kindness to everyone. Everybody needs a little tenderness, a little kindness in their life. Everyone. Remember, hurt people. Hurt people. Keep your eyes closed. The thoughts of healing for our planet and all those who are on it. A special thought of healing for a quick recovery for all of those that are afflicted with anything. As we inhale, let the hands come to the heart, allow the head to bow with gratitude in your heart for all that you are, all that you have. The lights of love, peace, and kindness always be with God. Allow the head to lift, the eyes begin to open. Namaste. Come back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I'll be back on.